Welcome to IFS Meditations and Insights. I'm Tim Fortescue, and I'm grateful you're here. Before we settle in today, I want to share something from my heart. As we close out the year, your support truly matters. A financial gift helps me continue offering a few sliding scale coaching spots and resources for those who often need them most. And if leaving a review is what you can do right now, that's a gift too. It helps new people find this space and join us on the journey. You can give at exploreifs.com/give or leave a review on the platform that you're joining from. Together, we're creating a sacred space to explore, accept, and love all parts of ourselves. As we do this work, we open ourselves to experiencing divine love and living more authentically. Let's begin. As this year comes to a close, I've been noticing how many parts of me are tired, grateful, reflective, and quietly proud. This episode isn't a year-end recap of accomplishments or milestones. It's something softer than that. It's a check-in with the inner world, with the parts that carried us, that protected us, that asked to be seen. I want to invite you to listen slowly today. This is more of a fireside conversation than a teaching episode. There's no rush, no framework you need to master, no takeaway you need to write down. Just notice what stirs as we reflect together. If you want to, you can even pause and pour yourself some coffee or tea and settle in and let your breath soften. We're going to move gently today. When I look back on this year, what stands out isn't events or achievements, it's parts. There was a protector in me that worked overtime this year, trying to hold things together, trying to stay ahead, trying to make sure everyone was okay. And that part had a lot to say about how things should go. And it was honest. That part was exhausted. There was also a little tender exile that asked quietly but persistently to be seen more clearly, not fixed, not rushed, just witnessed. And that part carried old stories about not being enough, not being worthy, and about having to prove that worth, and about needing permission to rest. That part in me is about 4, and those that are protecting it are only about 7. And they think one mistake, we're going to be right back in Appalachia, where I come from, here in the U.S. But they don't know things are different now. They're not going back there. And here's what I'm noticing. Healing happens most when I'm able to stop trying to orchestrate it. And I've got parts that try to orchestrate it too. I think about moments in parenting this year when I wanted certainty, clear answers, clear outcomes, and instead had to settle for presence, and those parts of me had to settle for presence. And some of them were like, wow, finally. And I've noticed moments where self-leadership didn't look impressive or confident, but it felt true. Like showing up even when I didn't have solutions. There were also places where healing really did happen at the pace of trust. No breakthroughs, no dramatic shifts, just small permissions, small softening, a protector loosening its grip, trusting me a little more, who I am today just slightly, an exile feeling a little less alone. And that feels important to name, because so much of our healing happens in these quiet, unspectacular moments, the ones we might overlook if waiting for transformation to announce itself. One of the biggest surprises this year was discovering how little effort self-leadership actually requires. It doesn't require efforting. I kept learning again and again that listening goes further than trying, that a single drop of self can shift an entire internal system, that calm doesn't need to be performed or forced to be real. There were moments when I realized effort wasn't the answer. Curiosity was. Moments when I caught myself pushing, trying to fix a part, trying to rush healing, trying to make something happen, and then remembering, what if I just stayed? What if I just listened? And there were moments where self showed up in ways I didn't expect, not as clarity, but as steadiness, not as confidence, but as kindness, not knowing what to do, but being willing to be present anyway. And that felt like growth. I also noticed that self-leadership often looked like disappointing my parts a little. Saying no to the protector who wanted to work all weekend. Saying yes to rest, even when the anxious part insisted there wasn't time. Honoring the part that needed to grieve instead of the part that wanted to move on quickly. Self isn't the part that has all the answers. Self is the presence that can hold all of the questions without needing them solved immediately. That's what this year taught me. I want to invite you into a gentle reflection now. If you're comfortable, place your hand on your heart, or simply soften your gaze and let your breath slow. And as you settle, consider these questions. There's no need to answer quickly. Let the questions rest in you. Which parts of you carried the most weight this year? Pause this recording if you need to, or know that you can go back and listen again. Which parts are asking for rest? What did your system learn about safety, about trust, about belonging? I'll just name those one more time. Which parts have you carried the most weight this year? Which parts are asking for rest? What did your system learn about safety, about trust, about belonging? And if you could think one part before this year ends, just acknowledge it, honor it. Who would that be? And take your time. Let silence do some of the work. And we'll pause for just about 15 seconds now for that. And know you can always take more time, as I said. Whatever came up for you just now, that's enough. You don't need to fix it or figure it out. Just notice. Just acknowledge. Your parts are paying attention. Take one slow breath with me. In and out. Let this sentence land in your body. Nothing needs to be fixed before this year ends. You are enough, exactly as you are. Your parts are enough. Man, I need to hear this as much or maybe more than you do. The journey continues, and that's okay. I'll say that again, for you and for me. You are enough, exactly as you are. Your parts are enough. The journey continues, and that's okay. That wraps up this episode of IFS Meditations and Insights. If today's reflection resonated with you, please follow, subscribe, and share this episode with someone who might need to hear it. Your review helps more people discover this healing work. For more IFS meditations, resources, and to learn about the Faithfully Growing community, visit exploreifs.com. Until next time, be gentle with yourself. You're not alone. You're beloved.